Now, there have been rumors that there's a bunch of secret tunnels underneath Diddy's Los Angeles mansion. I went to the floor plans from the real estate listing. You know that stuff is in county record, right? I saw that when it was built, there is a tunnel that goes through the pools of a grotto, but it's unclear where these tunnels actually lead.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation has reportedly been investigating claims about underground tunnels linked to Diddy.
A lot of people online said there are secret tunnels. That's where people were funneled in, funneled out. But let me just say this, right? I don't know anything about that. That's been unconfirmed. But let me just say this. The FBI, from what they seized, seemed to believe that who was funneled in and out, baby, they came through the front door. Diddy was bold with his mess. Now, just to be clear, the FBI said that they seized, and I quote, right? They seized, they were looking for photos, emails, texts, itineraries, and hopefully names.
One of his luxurious properties in Los Angeles has been raided by a federal investigation team, and what they found under the mansion is truly surprising. There are speculations of a web of secret underground tunnels found under Diddy's mansion by the investigation team, and allegedly, Diddy has been using these tunnels for his star-studded private parties. After the raid on Diddy's house, many people believed that there were underground tunnels under his mansion. Allegations connected to the raid include trafficking, misconduct, and the solicitation and distribution of illegal narcotics and firearms.
I'm a psychic medium, so I actually, every time I walk past his house, and obviously the Playboy Mansion's right there, and we know about the tunnels that connect from the Playboy Mansion.
To here?
I'm sure they connect here. Why wouldn't
there are places that connect, so what kind of energy? What kind of energy are you picking up?
There's just darkness. I mean, in general, I've always had weird feelings on this street.
Yeah.
This type. Well, the Playboy Mansion's down there. So I always thought it was the Playboy Mansion. It wasn't until probably a year ago that I realized this was Diddy's house.
Former NYPD detective Derek Parker, known as the first hip-hop cop, has recently discussed Diddy in relation to an ongoing investigation. Parker, who has previously investigated some of the biggest criminal cases in rap history, including 2 of Diddy's cases in the 1990s, stated that he anticipated an investigation involving Combs. He mentioned that federal agents have searched 2 properties belonging to Combs in Los Angeles and Miami as part of an ongoing trafficking investigation by New York authorities. Parker explained that the government is gathering cooperators who are providing explicit information about P. Diddy.
We begin right now with exclusive information on the latest in the Diddy investigation. I have learned from sources that investigators have found several weapons inside his homes. Several. They also have found videos. It's been reported that Diddy has collected images of people in compromising situations at his residences. TMZ now obtained this video inside his home in Los Angeles after the raid by federal agents. It's reported that Diddy is the target of a sex trafficking investigation that comes after he was hit with a wave of civil lawsuits alleging sexual assault and trafficking. I've also learned exclusively that Diddy is in Miami. Authorities know exactly where he is. They've been in touch with his legal team. Sources tell me he's trying to avoid the paparazzi, and they're telling me he will not be arrested soon.
He also mentioned that the raid at the house was only the beginning and that the search warrant to go into his property was already authorized. Combs is currently facing a mounting list of lawsuits that allege misconduct by multiple victims spanning over 30 years.
So you know Diddy, right?
Yes.
In what way?
Back in the 90s, I was assigned to the NYPD. I was the hip-hop cop back then, so I had to assist in arresting him in several instances where there were some crimes committed.
What were those arrests for?
One was the Club New York shooting. he was with J-Lo at the time, and the other one was the Steve Stout assault that happened with MTV.
Hassan Campbell, a popular YouTube personality, has been discussing Diddy and Diddy Tunnel. These allegations surfaced when videos appeared on YouTube alleging illicit activities in these tunnels involving Combs and Jay-Z. Campbell also discusses the recent legal issues faced by Diddy, including property searches and civil misconduct lawsuits.
P Diddy house was raided, but one of the things that caught my attention, outside of the fact that TMZ was there and allowed to go inside his house and film the inside of his house, showing the raid. And my first thought is, something just ain't right. Something ain't right about that. But we're gonna push that to the side for right now. We'll talk about that during my live. What they also found in P Diddy's house was underground tunnels. When you think about underground tunnels, when you think about the elite, when you think about that community in Brooklyn that was building underground tunnels, when you think about the elite building underground tunnels, when you think about Epstein, my thought starts racing. Why do the elite have underground tunnels? I'm just asking questions for right now because I want to jog your thoughts. Would P Diddy have underground tunnels under his house? Did he have them built? Or was that design something that he paid for when he moved into that house? I don't know. I have so many questions that needs answers. What do he need underground tunnels for? Is he preparing for doomsday? Or is he trafficking something through those tunnels? Is he traveling through those tunnels? Where do those tunnels lead to? Inquiring minds want to know. My mind is all over the place. He has tunnels underneath his house. Where are those tunnels going? Who's in those tunnels?
Music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones Jr. has recently filed a lawsuit against Diddy, a well-known rapper and music mogul. Jones, who was part of Diddy's inner circle for over a year, has made serious allegations against Diddy, including trafficking, mistreatment, forced substance use, fraud, and mistreatment. This case has put Diddy in the spotlight, as he is now the subject of a federal investigation. These allegations have affected P. Diddy's career badly.
What's going on with this, the P. Diddy and Meek Mill and all these guys? So what is that all about?
Because deep, bro.
Diddy might be out of here, huh? I think Diddy's out of here.
Meaning like jail?
Jail would be crazy, but I think like career-wise.
Canceled officially? Done?
Yeah, I think it's over.
I think there's a difference between being canceled and
being a criminal.
Yeah, it's a big difference, right? Because I don't know if R. Kelly got canceled.
Yeah, they keep canceling me for raping.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. And I'm tired of
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and I'm tired of people going.
I don't think it's canceled.
People keep going like, there's smoke and there's fire. No, the house is burnt down, bro. Diddy is that guy.
Yeah,
like everybody from Cassidy to the stories to the guy that just did the, you know, he went to court and he's suing him and Lil Rod. And it's like, bro, there's a lot of information out there that's not good from his security guy that was Michael Jackson's security, that was the first guy in the scene when Mike died, to allegedly they're saying Diddy shot some dude and left and they just basically cleaned it up for him. It's like, bro, there's a lot of nefarious. How much gay stuff is gonna come out with Diddy and Meek Mills? And bro, it's so crazy too. You guys know this. The moment somebody's like, man, he's done some gay stuff, from that moment on, every time you see a video and they just turn, you're like, oh, he's gay!
Gene Deal, a former bodyguard for Diddy and Bad Boy Records, has spoken out about his experiences working with Diddy. In an interview, he shared stories about his time in the music industry, including his involvement with various artists and events. He has been in the spotlight recently due to his willingness to testify against Diddy amid ongoing investigations.
You got to realize, when Homeland Security get their evidence together, they're going to send agents out. You understand? They might send an agent out to me. Yo, what do you know? What have you heard? What have you seen? What's been going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, did this happen when you was around him? Did this happen back in the day? That's what they're gonna wanna know. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna send investigators out. They're gonna send people out for anybody that they can get some information from to help their case. So those celebrities ain't gonna say nothing. You know, you got your man Stevie J speaking on it right now. He'll be one of the first dudes that they'll probably pull to the side and say, yo, well, you say that your man, I heard you on TMZ said that he never did this and he never did that, but ain't this you? If those pictures or those films or anything like that exists. You know what I'm saying? That's what they pay those agents to do.
The allegations were brought to light following federal raids on Diddy's residences in Los Angeles and Miami. Deal, who has shared insights into his time working for Diddy and the events he witnessed, has publicly announced his readiness to testify. His intimate knowledge of Diddy's personal and professional life, gained through his years as a critical figure in Diddy's security detail, positions him as a potentially pivotal witness.
I don't believe that none of the people who or his celebrity friends is gonna speak or say nothing until they're either contacted or they know what they really got.
So you feel like they might be worried that they might be on tape at one of Diddy parties doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing?
I think that the celebrities that may be worried is because what Lil Rob said. Lil Rob said in his affidavit that Diddy had every room taped and bugged. Diddy had, yo, bro, can you imagine? He had every room taped and bugged, and they found little bugs and little tape recorders. I mean, little those micro projectors or whatever like that, or video cameras. They found them in the house, bro. So by them having those things in the house, and people know there's drugs, there's alcohol, there's loose women, there's loose men, woman on woman, man on man, all kind of crazy shit. Bruh, they just wondering who or when they're gonna let this stuff be known. If it's on videotape.
Yeah, man, I know they gotta be shook, man, after finding out he was recording everything.
But not only celebrities, I don't think it's only celebrities going to be shook.
The recent allegations against Diddy have led to a noticeable silence among celebrities. Many of Diddy's high-profile friends, who are often seen in A-list circles, appear to be taking a cautious approach. This silence is thought to be due to the serious nature of the allegations, which include trafficking. Some sources suggest that celebrities are hesitant to speak out because they have attended Diddy's parties and fear potential repercussions. Others believe that celebrities are trying to fully understand the situation before making any public statements.
Because either two things that I believe. Either they know some of the stuff is true, either they took part in some of the stuff that happened, or they scared that it may mess up their brand. See, nobody wants to be in contact with anybody that allegedly was sex trafficking. You see what the WWF did to Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was one of those people that was called for sex trafficking. We don't hear a lot about it because he gave up the company, he did what he was supposed to do, and he became Ghost. But now you see they trying to do the same thing.
Rodney Jones Jr., known as Lil Rod, a musician and producer who worked with Diddy on his 2023 album, The Love Album, Off the Grid, has filed a lawsuit against Diddy.
Lil Rod alleges that he was influenced, mistreated, and exploited while being part of Diddy's inner circle. He also claims that Diddy did not pay him the due payment, publishing shares and royalties. This lawsuit could potentially have a significant impact on Diddy's career.
Furthermore, activities throughout his career. These allegations include physical mistreatment, tax evasion. These events have led to significant controversy and could potentially lead to a downfall in Diddy's career.
Diddy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy things that's going on with this story, Diddy, right? I mean, a lot of people are calling him the Epstein of the music, the Hollywood world, the business, what do you call it, the entertainment world. I read this story and I want to kind of get your thoughts on this here. So here's a story. Sean Diddy Combs, former bodyguard, claims music mogul had tapes of politicians and princes out there. And we'll play this clip in a minute. Gene Deal, who was present the night before Notorious B.I.G. Biggie was fatally shot in 1997, made the sensational comments during an interview with Art of Dialogue YouTube channel. And here's what he had to say. Go for it, Rob.
After finding out he was recording everything.
But not only celebrities, I don't think it's only celebrities going to be shook. He had politicians in there. He had princes in there.
Uh-oh.
He also had a couple of preachers in there.
Oh, damn.
Is he talking about who I think he's talking about?
You think?
Is he?
Hallelujah.
Cat Williams commented on that.
Cat Williams definitely brought him on.
A preacher.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what preacher that is?
I don't.
Okay. You don't know the preacher that was seen with Diddy at one of the parties that Cat Williams says, I don't care whether you're TD Jakes or Diddy.
Oh, yeah. So he was the truth coming out in 2024.
Listen, again, this is allegedly. That's what he's saying. Your thoughts on this story here?
So it wasn't just this guy that was saying it. Lil Rod, the former producer, filed the lawsuit, and he said every room in Diddy's mansions were wired with cameras. And he had some of the footage, he had some of the pictures, and he displayed those in the lawsuit that came out. And this was used for blackmail material. They'd bring in these people. A lot of these people were also aspiring young artists in the music industry. And then these parties were sponsored by Motown Records CEO, Universal Records CEO. This goes all the way to the top. And so you get these people in compromising situations. The drinks were laced, the videotapes were hot. And then at the end of the day, you wake up the next morning, what did I do? And then they have compromising material on you. And then they can guide your career. They could kill your career, but they got you. And it wasn't just people in the music business. As you said, there were athletes, there were celebrities, there were politicians, people from the royal family. And we were also told by the former bodyguard that Diddy was an FBI informant. Whoa. So he was a snitch and was feeding information to the feds. And we don't know what that means. We haven't been able to confirm it, but even Lil Rod said it's not just like Epstein. It could be worse than Jeffrey Epstein.
Jaden Smith, the son of Hollywood legend Will Smith, has recently stirred controversy by sharing images from inside what he claims are Diddy's mysterious tunnels. These tunnels, located beneath Diddy's mansions in Los Angeles and Miami, were initially constructed as an underground pool, but speculations suggest that they were repurposed for undisclosed purposes. Jaden alleges that these tunnels now serve as pathways connecting to other points of interest, including Hugh Hefner's former mansion. He further claims that he found himself in environments where inappropriate behavior was normalized due to the influence of powerful figures like Diddy. These allegations have raised eyebrows and led to speculation about the alleged connections of these tunnels to underground activities.
Jaden Smith took to Instagram to share a series of images of him inside of Diddy's tunnels. Underneath Diddy's mansion in Los Angeles and Miami, there are secret tunnels. Originally, it was built as sort of like an underground swimming pool, but Diddy drained it and began to create a network of pathways that connect to nearby points of interest. For example, one of the tunnels connects to Hugh Hefner's mansion nearby. But what's crazier is that he is literally using them to traffic kids for his FO parties. People say he would grab young girls and boys from the street using his sons as bait. Then these people would use the network of tunnels to transport these children unnoticed away from the prying eyes of paparazzi and the public. Jaden also leaked an image of the plans to build more.
Suge Knight, the disgraced music executive currently serving a 28-year sentence for manslaughter, has issued a warning to Diddy. In an outtake from his podcast, which he hosts from prison, Knight warned Diddy that his life is in danger. This warning came in the wake of federal raids on Diddy's residences in Florida and California.
The 58-year-old Knight said, he added, "They're gonna get you if they can." Knight noted that he turned himself in to face his charges, and he thinks Diddy should do the same. Sometimes you gotta face the music, that's most of the time. Knight also insisted that Diddy would face serious trouble if he ends up in prison. You gotta make a decision when you go to prison. You're gonna be standing up pissing or squatting, sitting down pissing. Knight said before warning Diddy not to use his nickname Brother Love in prison. Gotta give this guy some,
oh my. Well, listen.
Yeah.
Do you think, is there any bigger enemy, choose your enemies wisely, than Diddy has with Suge Knight?
Please consider hitting the like button. If you want to stay up to date with our latest videos, please click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.